kuna pale ambayo inavuja, kuna pesa mingi ambayo zinapotea hapa na pale. Mimi najua pale kuna hizo mianya ambayo kienda tunaziba, mambo yanaendelea vizuri. Yale tunataka kufanya ni kuinua Kenya. We want to lift Kenya from a status of third world economy to middle income economy by the year 2030. That's what we designed with Kibaki. We came up with a vision 2030. It's aimed at lifting the economy, and it can be done. But you start from the lower level there. Tunasema uchumi mashinani. You start from down there. Put more resources down there. Create proper structures for monitoring what's happening, and then give more opportunity to the people down there, the youth, the women down there. This is what countries like China have done. This is what we are talking about. And that's why in the BBI, we are talking about minimum 35% of resources being devolved from the national to the regions, to the counties. That is what is called uchumi mashinani. Then give the younger people skills, impart skills, train them properly so that they can be able to be wealth creators. Give them opportunity. And the women. Then you now can open up and attract foreign investments. This is what China has done. I tell people, China within the last 30 years has lifted 500 million people from poverty to middle income status. If China can do 500 million people, I believe we can do at least 15 to 20 million people in our country. We'll change the way that business is done in this country. So we will start by promoting and protecting local investment. Okay? Because foreign investors do not come into a country to develop the country. They come into the country to put their capital there and to make profit. And once they made that profit, they repatriate it back to their own countries to pay dividends to their shareholders. But a local investor plows back the surplus into the market. And therefore, you have got the multiplying effect of capital. See you? This is what we want to do. So we have a bigger agenda than somebody coming up and just telling you, oh, mama mboga, siji, mdogo, ati sasa mkokoteni, siji wheelbarrow. Hiyo ni takataka. Si takataka. You got a bigger agenda, bigger issue, which we will talk about some other time.
It is determined between our two families that we shall make sure that we clear the air and bring the communities of Mount Kenya and the communities around the lake together again so that the country can move forward. This is our prayer. And I know that a lot of people are saying that the other people were in front, that they have captured Mount Kenya, that Mount Kenya cannot support Raila. But you know, when you are in a marathon race, you don't start sprinting. And that is what Uhuru was telling our brother. Please don't sprint. I'm still the boss. Please, just run behind me. I will give you the baton. But the man refused. He wants to run ahead of his boss. What offense has Raila ever committed against Mount Kenya? Apart from just competition. Competition is not enmity. Competition is actually friendship, because you compete against your brother, and once the competition is over, you work together. And this is what Raila has done. They are working together with Uhuru, and he is very, very supportive. And Uhuru is also returning the anarudisha mkono.
And today we have the fruits of devolution. And I think even in the BBI, the biggest component is the increase of allocation from 15% of the devolved funds to 35%, so that money can go back to the grassroots. And I'm saying this because we will hear a lot of economic models. I have worked in the treasury. I have worked in economic planning. And I can tell you, unless we have the right policies, hii ingine ni mazungumzo baada ya habari. Elections are about competition, not about enmity. So whatever could have happened in previous elections was competition. It was never enmity. And that's why when Jim says the lake and the mountain, is because it was competition, it was not enmity. And we need to bridge, to take note of where our founding fathers started our country. And you know who our founding fathers were. It was Mzee Kenyatta from Kiambu and Mzee Jaramogi from Kisumu. Raila ukija, tuma hawa watu kazi waende mashinani, wakutafutie kura na wakualike huko. Wale wanasema ati ya kwamba Mount Kenya, hata hujafika. This COVID has not made you go. That's why you've come here for a luncheon. But I am sure, tukipiga safari, tuanze hii safari na tupige hatua, people will change what they are saying. And I am sure at the end of the day, the candidate with the highest votes in this Mount Kenya will be the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga.
Na Uhuru Kenyatta hangekuwa rais, but because he loves Kenya more than he loves the ambition of office, wamekuwa pamoja. Na you know that Uhuru's partner has been in an election mood for the last 9 years. He has been campaigning for the last 9 years. Na hii mambo yote ambayo anasema, yeye ndiye anakaa katika cabinet, yeye ndiye yuko kwa National Security Council ikiwa kuna matatizo. Raila is never an invitee to those bodies or institutions. So hata sasa akiamua ya kwamba there is something still worth doing for this country, even this one year, you know, he can give those ideas while still in government. But because we want a better tomorrow, and Raila Amolo Odinga is working with Uhuru Kenyatta, I think Kenya is on the right path, and they're going to leave a great legacy to this country. That I'm sure about. Mimi, I am in the happiest mood. In fact, since last week, I'm feeling so good that Kenya is getting somewhere. We are going to sing Hallelujah together, and Kenya will be on the path of getting to the League of Nations kama Korea, Malaysia na Singapore. Kwa hivyo tuungane mikono, tupendane, and asanteni sana.